Paper 1, question 19. Write these numbers in order of size. So the numbers you've been given are 5 to the power minus 1, 0.5, minus 5, and 5 to the power 0. Okay? This style of question could involve percentages, fractions, and decimals as another common one. The key to this is you have to express all of these values in a familiar term. So in this case, it's probably easiest based on the fact that you can do these powers and create a decimal, or to create a fraction in decimals, you'll see. It's easiest to convert all of these into decimals or just normal numbers. You've already got minus 5 and 0.5, so we know that this thing's smaller than that, or we should hopefully know that that thing's smaller than that. The key comes in changing these guys, alright? And that just comes from your laws of indices. When you have a negative power, it is the same as the reciprocal of the positive power. Or in other words, if I write that as 5 to the negative 1 over 1, what I'll do is I'll find the reciprocal of that fraction, I'll flip it upside down to create 1 over a 5, and the effect that has is that both of these values that have been flipped, their powers become the minus of what they were. So that minus 1 becomes a positive 1, and in theory that 1 which had a power of 1 is now a 1 with a power of minus 1. But 1 to any power is always 1 anyway, so kind of by default, you probably didn't even know that, 1 isn't changed, okay? So you have 1 all over 5 to the power 1, anything to the power 1 is just itself, that is a fifth. But because we're dealing with whole numbers or decimals, real numbers here, I want to change that to a decimal. 1/5 is 0.2, okay? As for the second one here with indices, anything at the power 0 is always 1, voila, 1, okay? So all you then have to do is order these two decimals, a negative number and a positive number. By default, the negative's the only one, it's going to be first. You've then got 0.2, 0.5, 1. So, listed in order, that's what you have. And a finishing touch to it would be write the originals in the order. So minus 5 was minus 5, nothing changed there. 0.2 was that, so I'm going to put 5 to the power minus 1 next. 0.5 is just 0.5, and 5 to the power 0 is your 1. You're not going to lose any marks for not taking that pink line, but technically that's answering the question, writing those 4 numbers that you started with in order of size, starting with the smallest number.